Hello, guys. So here's another story. This guy is expecting visitors, so he cooks his one of his favorite dishes, and he loves eating chili, a lot of chili. So he adds some chili to his, actually a lot of chili in the dish that he's cooking, because the friends that are coming to his house also eat chili. So he's comfortable adding chili to his dishes. So his friends come over and he gives them food and drinks, of course. So they all start eating. One of the friends is quite new in a group, so he's also eating. Um, no one knew that he doesn't really eat that much chili anyway, but he didn't even tell them that he doesn't eat that much chili. So he's just eating the chili. He's just basically going with the flow because he sees that everyone is eating chili. You notice that everyone is just eating and chatting and laughing. So he feels like he doesn't want to be the odd one out who starts saying, "Oh, this is too hot. There's too much chili in this. Can I get a different plate with less chili or not chili at all?" It feels like he doesn't want to be a burden, right? Especially because he's a guest and he's new in a group. So he just pretends to eat the food like everyone else. He pretends like he's a big guy, he can eat that much chili just like his friends. So he keeps eating and he keeps eating and keeps drinking water because that chili was too much for him. So his friends think, yeah, he's okay with the food. So they're just eating and chatting. Anyway, they finish the eating bit. So the plates are cleared, the table is cleared. Now they're just drinking, right? An hour later into the visiting, he tells the owner of the house, may I please use your bathroom? And they said, yes, you can. And so they show him where the bathroom is. He goes into the bathroom. And so the rest of the people are just talking. They're around the table talking and just enjoying the time, playing music, dancing, drinking. And then they notice, wait a minute, where is this guy? He hasn't come back since he went to the toilet. It's been almost 1 hour since he went to the toilet. And so they start looking for him. They go on to the toilet and they knock on the door and they ask him, "Are you okay in there? It's been almost an hour. You've been in the toilet since then?" He says, "Yes." So they ask him, "Are you okay?" And he says, yes, I'm okay. I'll be there with you very soon." And he said, "Okay." So they go back and carry on with the party. Um, and then half an hour later, they go again, they check on him. Now they worry, they're thinking, this is not normal. How can you be in the toilet for 1 hour and 30 minutes? So they're checking on him, they're knocking on the door. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" He says, that food we were eating, um, I think there was too much chili in there, so I'm having a lot of problem. I'm dealing with fire down here. But I'll be okay. I just need a bit more time in here. I'm okay. I'll come back. I'm coming to join you very soon." And he said, "Oh, okay, it's the chili. Oh, we didn't know you don't eat chili. You don't eat chili?" He said, "Not really." He said, "Oh, we're sorry, but you could have told us. We could have made you a different plate with no chili." He said, "It's okay, I'll be there. Don't worry." So they go back to the party. They carry on, they start talking though, they start saying, oh, you know what? We should have known better. We should have at least asked him because he's new in a group. We should have at least asked him if he's okay with chili and told him that we added some chili in this, and they're feeling a bit bad about that. But he said he's okay. He's coming back, so let's just carry on and wait for him. Um, so they carry on with the party, just dancing and enjoying the time. The guy finally comes and joins them. And he tells the guest, "Can I talk to you in private?" He says, "Yeah, that's fine." And so they go in a different room, and he says, "Do you have air freshener?" Say, "Oh, yes, yes, I do." And says, "Okay, can I have it?" So he gives him the air freshener, and he goes back in the toilet quickly and starts spraying a lot of air freshener in the toilet, spraying everywhere. And then he comes, and then he opens the toilet window as well, and then he shuts the toilet door when he comes out, and then he gives the air freshener back. And then the owner of the house take okay put it somewhere. So they go back. He joins them in the party, and they carry on. 20 minutes later, he says, "Oh, I'll be back. I'm just going. I'll be back." They notice that he's going back to the toilet. Now at this point, they know what's going on. They 100% know what's going on. They know it's that chilly. It's not really sitting well with him, and it's really upsetting his tummy. He goes back in the toilet, and then it takes another 30 to 35 minutes in the toilet. This time they're not going back in the toilet to, knock on the door to ask him if he's okay. They just leave him to it because they understand that he's having tummy issues. So they just let him in there. He finishes his business. He comes back. He gets the air freshener, uses it in the toilet, sprays everywhere in the toilet, and then puts it back. And then he joins the party. So after joining the party, after 1 hour, again he runs back to the toilet. Basically, the whole party kept running in the toilet and using air freshener. And his friends, at this point, every time he runs in the toilet, they're laughing. No, obviously not in front of him. They make sure that he goes in the toilet and he shuts the door, he locks the door. Then they start laughing. They're not laughing because like laughing at him. They're just laughing the fact that they feel bad for him, but at the same time, they find it a bit funny. Like it's like they feel bad for him, but wow, what's a day for him? He's having a really tough day, and so they're just laughing. And for him, he found it. He didn't hear them laugh at him at any point at all, but obviously he felt so embarrassed. And then at some point, he just said, "You know, I'm gonna have to go back." He called a taxi and went home. Luckily, he didn't live that far away from where the party was taking place to his house, so he didn't distance wasn't that much. That's lucky for him. And he went home in a taxi, and the whole time he was in the taxi, he was just praying that he didn't have to use the toilet. He didn't need to go to the toilet because that would have been a disaster. Go home safe. They called him. He called them once he got home and said he's fine, and they said okay, that's okay. Next day, they invited him to a different party because this law love partying, right? They invited him in. They invited him to a different party. He said, "No, thank you. I still not feeling well from last time, and it's only been a day." They say, "Okay, we understand. It's okay." So they went without him. But this guy, he had to apologize to everyone later, saying he felt so embarrassed, and he knows that they understand what's going on, and that is just so embarrassing for him. He wished that was not the case. He wished none of that happened. He wished he just told them he didn't really eat chili instead of just trying to go with the flow and ignoring the fact that he can't tolerate chili at all. So that was a lesson he learned. You know, you got to be true to yourself. Don't just do things because of peer pressure. You know, the ones that are doing them. Who knows? Maybe they know what they're doing, and then just maybe they know what they're doing, and then just start what they're doing, and it's working in a favor, right? But if it doesn't work in your favor, you got to have the strength to stand out, even if others won't like it. You know for sure they will not like it. Your friends will not like it. Just don't do things. Don't hurt yourself in in the name of peer pressure. It's just not worth it, because at the end of the day, you're the only one who's going to suffer from that. Like that guy, he's the only one who ended up suffering from that. And on top of suffering from the whole experience, he got so embarrassed. So yeah, that's the lesson he learned. Just honestly, don't go with the peer pressure. Sometimes it's not good for you. Peer pressure is not always. So anyway, that's story. That's today's story. I'm gonna tell another one in the next video. I have loads and loads and loads of fictional stories to tell, and I can't wait to share them all with you. So thank you for watching. See you. Bye.